So yeah, first one of the year, Logan.
First one.
Um,
Yep.
hi.
Hi.
Uh, oh
Been a
yeah,
crazy
welcome to
year.
the big. Happy Lunar New Year, by the way. We're recording this on January 29th, 2025.
25.
So welcome to the Big Damn Podcast, the monthly look at Big Damn Films, our production and distribution company. We're going to share the latest updates of what's going on, what we're producing, what we're distributing, and we got a big year ahead of us, Logan.
We do. We have a huge year. Definitely looking forward to getting it started and seeing where it can take us and bringing everybody along for the journey.
Welcome, everybody, to the very first edition of the podcast of 2025. I'm Michael Jane, and with me, as always, is my co pilot, long distance runner, and soon to be retired Logan Liskovic.
Oh, yeah, I wish. There's only 25 more years plus for that. But yeah, no, great to be here. Great to start the year. It's been a cold one to get started,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
the kids the kids have made the best of it. We've had a one of those like a sledding kind of luge that we made that
Mhm.
they've been able to sled on for a full month. It's been so cold for so long.
Yeah, we just lost all of our ice today.
Yeah.
Like I left this morning to go to
Hmm.
work. My driveway was still covered. Like you've been to the house, so like
Yeah.
the horseshoe driveway, half of it was still covered in ice that doesn't see the sun. And
Hmm.
I came back and I'm like, there's not a
There
hint
you
of
go.
snow or ice anywhere on our property.
Yeah. 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 When I got home, this was the first time they couldn't actually go on a whole path. Like we can actually see grass again. So
Yeah. So we have a big year ahead of us.
we
We
do.
have very excited to say that. Excuse me. Very excited to say that the Jester is shipping out tomorrow or tomorrow's Thursday, Friday the 31st.
Hmm.
Um, so that is good. It went from a single disc to a dual disc, and I think we like
Ooh.
that from the future.
Yeah. Yeah. I
We've
think that's
talked
probably
about
the way
that.
to go. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, in addition to that,
Hmm.
excited to say that hopefully, we've both seen the final cut of Right Before Christmas 2.
Hmm. We have.
And all that's left to do that is compile a Blu-ray so we can
Yep.
get that started. And as you and I were talking about before we hit record, we're looking at a late October release
Yeah.
for a
Mid to late
Blu-ray.
October.
Yeah, mid to late October for a Blu-ray cast and crew premiere. We might do a double feature somewhere at like a drive-in or something
Hmm.
if there's enough awareness. But then we'll do 30 days TVOD, the rest of it AVOD, and then just be in time because right before Christmas 1
Hmm.
massively overperformed in
It did.
November and December of last year.
It did. It was an unexpected Christmas hit for us.
Yeah, I mean, if you go back to the episodes, we'll talk
Yeah.
about it. We're like, I think it's going to be big, but
Yeah.
retrospectively, like,
Hmm.
uh, if this is the cadence that this type of movie has, where we
Hmm.
have like big spikes, like a summer, yeah,
Yeah.
we could consistently
Hmm.
uh, guarantee John gets paid at least a couple $1,000s a year from these two.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, it was really
Uh,
interesting. It certainly, as we saw or as we see, it did. When we released it, it put it out. But I think for me, at least, it was definitely a question: as is the horror aspect going to hit more in October, or is the Christmas aspect going to hit more around Christmas? And unequivocally, Christmas time is people are
yeah,
willing to watch Christmas horror.
yeah, and it's an easy film. It's
It is.
not like
It is.
yeah. I don't mean easy. Like production is good, but
Hmm.
like easy in the sense of like you can just put it on, you can enjoy it, you could
Yep.
laugh at it, you could have fun with it. Uh, it's not a big waste of
Hmm.
time. In addition to that, we're doing our first ever film festival or not film festival, but like 48-hour film challenge thing.
Yeah. Really looking forward to that.
Um, so that is the Smodcastle 37-hour challenge. And if
Mm-hmm.
you're not familiar with Smodcastle, that is Kevin Smith's movie theater that he co-owns with his friend Ernie O'Donnell, friend of Big Damn Films Ashley Wheel, and one other people that I don't know the name of their fourth partner. Sorry, man. But it's a 37-hour film festival
Mm-hmm.
challenge where the end results will be played in the Spodcastle Theater. The challenge is in 37 hours, you have to come up with a 4-minute, 30-second movie.
Mm-hmm.
It has to include a prop. It will include a line randomly chosen from one of Kevin's movies. And you have 37 hours
Mm-hmm.
from getting that email at 10 a.m. until I think it was 11 o'clock on,
Yeah,
11 o'clock
the
on that
next day. Yeah.
Saturday. Uh, so that's going to kick the rust off the tires
Mm-hmm.
for filmmaking.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I'm already starting to check the weather to see whether it's going to be an indoor shoot or an outdoor shoot, and
Yeah.
see, yeah, batting around a few ideas and seeing what sticks, and how we can kind of brainstorm enough, but not necessarily obviously do anything until then,
Yeah.
until we see, what the character name is. Is it a male name or a female name? Is
Oh
it
yeah,
a
that's one of them. We have to have a character name in
yep,
there.
yep, um, and how to fit in the other lines and stuff. So it'll be good. I'm interested to see. I still have some clarifying questions, like I think I mentioned to you about how and if um, AI components can be used and incorporated into the editing or the process,
Right.
provided, of course, they're generated during that 37-hour window, or
Right.
doesn't that count, or what? So making sure we don't handicap ourselves from using all the tools available, but also staying within the boundaries and the spirit of the festival.
Yeah, I mean the only mention of that is stock photography.
Hmm.
Um, I reached out to the Smodcastle email and said, "Can I get some clarification on this now that we've
Cool.
paid our $37 and are actually submitted in?"
Hmm.
Um, I'd like to get some clarity around that
Yeah.
to make sure that we're good. I mean,
Hmm.
look, if it's available, AI background actors, not
AI
opposed to
background
it for some
actors. I would use it more for the music too. Potentially some AI soundtrack.
possibly. Although we do have some good Triune Films, the nice people over at Film Riot. I
Hmm.
have a bit of library from stuff from them that we could use.
But that would be created before the window.
No, it's the because I did this with the trailer for Jester.
Okay.
So they have the track,
Yeah.
right? The completed track. But what they also have is the instruments individually.
Oh, okay.
So we could pick and choose instrumental. So like if you listen to the
Got
Jester,
it.
it does not sound like the song that we used.
Interesting. Cool.
We might not, depending on the movie, we might not even need a score.
Might not even. Who knows?
Might not even,
But
or we just, you know, borrow one of Kevin's past ones.
there you go.
But in addition to that, so
Yeah.
that's March.
That's March.
Uh, First weekend of March, we're going to film.
Hmm.
Also in March, we're going to go look at a property for Zcon.
Yeah. Exciting.
Thanks to Brooke Mulkins, who was
Hmm.
our last episode of the year. Uh, it is a big enough location that could fit all of our needs.
Hmm.
It has some questions that Logan brought up
Sure.
that we need to get clarity on. But that's the whole purpose of scouting it out. So the
Right.
other benefit is that it's about a half hour away from Fort Ritchie.
Hmm.
So worst case scenario, we have a pre-production meeting, or like a pre-production meeting at
Hmm.
this location because we'll be staying overnight for 3 nights.
Yep.
And then we can hop on over to Fort Ritchie, take a walk around, see what
Hmm.
that looks like, talk to the people there. But either way, Zcon is moving forward. Very exciting.
Yeah. Very exciting. It's fun to see. Fun. I guess fun's the word after this long. To see progress and things moving, and it's been talked about for a long time and thought about for even longer, and the hanging chad's been hanging for a while, so it'll be good to
Well, something's been hanging.
it'll be good to knock that out and get it out in the world, and
Yeah.
use it as a launch pad for more.
Yeah. The other piece of that is that confirmed that Brooke Malkins is returning. So that's another
Mm-hmm.
somebody that was on the initial filming of the first half of Seacount is coming back, and she's
Yeah.
playing an integral role. So that brings back to the table
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Ross, Noah Summer, who is DJ Zafer, who does our intro and outro music,
Mm-hmm.
Austin Riley, Paul Sieber, Brooke Mulkins. We've got a couple more that have come back.
Mm-hmm.
And that leads us to the announcement for Rifters,
It
because
does.
Tamara Johnson will be our audio producer
Mm-hmm.
and mixer, but she is also the audio producer and mixer for Rifters,
Mm-hmm.
which is scored by Justin Timpain of Headlight
Yes.
Entertainment and Ninja's Verse movies.
And that is an awesome soundtrack.
That is, I'm stoked for this soundtrack.
Oh, I can't wait for us to release it on vinyl so I can get it and play it. Because oh man,
And we get to do that this year.
I know it's so exciting.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for John to lock the order of those,
Yeah.
because he was talking about switching one or two tracks in the order that they come in.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as that's done, man,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get We to do the art. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna get our pressing. I think we're gonna do. We have to at least do 100.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Minimum.
Yeah. And then, excuse me. Uh, one of the things that you and I were talking about before recording
Mm-hmm.
is our release strategy.
Right.
You know, the last year it was a lot of false starts. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of like, it'll get done. I feel like you and I had kind of a little bit of come to Jesus with John last Wednesday. But now that we have like a path forward, in the
Mm-hmm.
sense of we know things are coming, we know that there's really just like minor tweaks going on, rather than, 3 projects that still needed to finish filming.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right.
I think it's confident to say that this year we will be releasing about 5 of John's movies,
Yep. It's gonna be
and
5 in 2025.
I think 5 of them have never been seen before. So this is good.
That's right.
Uh, some also Big Damn Films announcement is
Right.
that starting in February, we will be releasing the Big Damn Coffee mug. And if you're watching our YouTube channel, my background is trying to eat it. But we
Long time coming.
finally, yeah, well, I have, you've been to
We
the house.
we
I
we
have
both
like
have, yes.
a ridiculous amount of trial and errors. And
Yeah.
I held it up to Jen, and she's just like, "Oh, wait, that is blue." I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
When I showed her like the very first one we did, where it's black and dookie brown.
Mm-hmm. Took a little while to get those colors right, but we have
Yeah,
arrived finally.
the only thing that we need to do, and when I say we, it's me, is that
Mm-hmm.
like I need to increase the size. So like this is the color
Mm.
test. Um, the
Yeah, a little
logo
bit, sure.
size will be bigger. We also have a women's crew neck shirt
Mm-hmm.
coming in February, because your wife, my wife, and Heather
Mm-hmm.
Fagan,
True.
Captain Laura Matthews in Browncoats Redemption,
Mm-hmm.
and original co-founder of Browncoats Big Damn Fan Films,
Right.
all said, "You guys don't have women's clothes."
And they were right. We didn't.
And and I thought unisex was good enough, and clearly I was wrong.
Clearly, clearly we were.
So yeah, the T-shirt is
Mm-hmm.
going to come in, I think, heather gray, green, and blue,
Oh, nice. The green.
and
Okay.
it's going to be the same material as like the light blue T-shirt. I don't know if you got
Mm-hmm.
the light blue T-shirt, the soft one.
Yeah. Yeah. The soft one.
All
Yeah.
of our shit's going to be soft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
We're to the extent that we're able and is financially reasonable. Like we're not just getting the cheapest rough, cotton poly blend crap. Like we actually want what we provide to both look the way we want it to
right.
and feel good and be of a
Yeah.
decent quality.
I wear a Big Damn Films shirt or hoodie or hat 90% of my time when I'm not in
Hmm.
work clothes, I want to be comfortable.
Yeah.
Selfishly, I want to be comfortable. And if I'm comfortable, most everybody else is going to be fine too. So that kind of brings us up to the first quarter of
Yeah.
2025. Jester is available on the shop,
Hmm.
and you can pick that up. It'll be shipping out to those that ordered it who've been patient with everything going on. They should receive it midweek next week, with the exception of the gentleman in the UK. It'll take a little bit longer. But anybody else that orders it after Monday will get it within 72 business days, or 72 hours, not business days.
Whoa.
Jesus
That's
Christ,
a
Mike.
delivery policy.
That's a
I bet we
delivery.
overexceed. We
You know what?
over-deliver
That's
that
what we're
one a
going to
lot.
say. Like,
Yeah.
within 72 business days or sooner.
Or sooner. Oh.
Um, so yeah, that'll mean we have 2 films in our collection.
Hmm.
That'll mean we'll have going back to Fright Before Christmas 2, we're going to have a really solid release strategy about it,
Yep.
of bringing it out in October and then moving forward. And that's going to be the template that we do everything else on.
Yeah.
And speaking of upcoming releases,
Hmm.
you are going to see John this weekend
I am.
for, I believe, the remaining filming of Night of the Blue Moon.
It should be the last night of Blue Moon. Yeah, we got, or he got a location a little bit closer up, I guess between us more, that we're
Yeah,
gonna go ahead and meet up at. Looking forward to doing that, and kind of yeah, just seeing the process and showing the support and helping out where I can. And since I don't have to go there and die this time, I've already
true.
died in the movie, so
Yes.
I don't have to do any of that. But yeah, looking forward to it, and yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah. And you get to see Ben, because Ben's coming up that
Yep,
weekend to
Ben will be up
film
that weekend, right?
uh, as the bad guy.
Hmm.
But you'll be having some conversations with John about, release schedules and all of that other fun stuff, and what we can do to help move that ball forward.
Yeah, we haven't had a lot of the finished products kind of in hand like we will with Fright and like we will with Rifter soon and some of the others, where we
Right.
can, really take a step back and be like, there's a logic and a business process to this that we want to do to maximize both the profits that we can put in his pocket and the ability for the movies and the release schedule themselves to build the audience. Because
Oh
the
yeah.
thing that I think happened a little bit too with the way we put out Fright Before Christmas, so something was out there, but there was a big bump when we put it out, and then it kind of lulled, and then it hit in the season. Whereas
Right.
if we can kind of time it and build those things off of each other, they should grow even higher, which then the streaming platforms will see that growth and that interaction and publish it more, because people clearly want to see it, and we'll
Right.
be able to actually kind of test that strategy method.
Yeah, and we're going to do something different this year that we didn't do last year, which
Hmm.
is wait for shit to be done before we announce it's coming out.
That too. Lesson
And
learned.
yeah, look, and it's a little bit of over enthusiasm on our part,
Sure.
just because we know that the stuff that's coming out is going to do well.
Hmm.
But it's also like, we've said this before, getting into a rhythm with John and
Hmm.
getting John to uh, understand that we're here to help him,
Hmm.
not pressure or hinder him.
Right.
So, and as Mariah, his wife, has said, like, we're the only distribution company that has been this involved in making sure he is successful.
Hmm.
And I'd like to continue that for all future projects with anybody that comes on board.
Yeah, absolutely.
um, it's that treat them like you want to be treated yourself kind of a thing.
Hmm.
So that means this year, we know that Fright Before Christmas 2 is done. We're confident in saying that that's going to come out in
Yep.
October, because
We've seen it. It's blocked.
we've seen it. B, I
Hmm.
already know all the D-Zone stuff has been filmed for it.
Yep.
So the only thing left to do is compile it for a Blu-ray, The art, Blu-ray art, it's already done.
Mhm.
What do you say we do a DVD of this, of just the movie?
We could do that.
All right. So we'll
Yeah.
do Blu-ray double feature, which
Mhm.
will have the D zone, and then we'll do a single release of the movie on DVD
Yeah.
with
Yeah, a
commentary.
stocking stuffer. A Fright Before
Yeah,
Christmas 2 stocking stuffer for
right.
everybody. Yeah.
Um, and I know that they've already started working on Fright Before Christmas 3, so that can come out next year.
Yes. But we
Next
won't
year.
we won't talk about that because it's not done yet.
No, we can say we know that it's we're not talking about a release, Logan. We're
Right.
talking that we know that it exists.
It exists. The concept
Uh,
exists.
and we uh but for 2025, that gives us Rifters,
Yep.
that gives us Shark You Son of a Bitch, which is finished filming,
Mhm.
Night of the Blue Moon, which is finishing up, DMOC, which is it's already edited.
Mhm.
It's getting some that's going to get the same treatment we did with Jester, which is
Yep.
bringing it up to 1080p. Uh, and then with Right Before Christmas 2,
Mhm.
that's 5 for John this year, 5 and
Yeah.
25. Um, it's weird to actually like feel the moment. I I went back and listened to the beginning of last year,
Okay.
and we have a recurring theme.
Uh-huh.
It's like the little engine that could. Like each year, we're like, it's
Was
getting
one
a
of my
little bit
favorite
better.
childhood stories.
Same.
Yeah.
Uh, each year, it's just a little bit better. It's a
Yep.
little bit. We're getting the rhythm. Um, and
I mean, look, exponential growth starts slow. That's just how it is.
overnight success takes 10 years.
Overnight success takes 10 years. In our case, maybe 15.
Jesus Christ, Logan. Uh,
That's all right.
uh, so yeah, want to take a moment and say good night and goodbye to Ken Garrick,
Mhm.
one of the original Brown Coats Redemption crew. He started out as a stuntman. You could see him fighting Kevin Troy's Lux at the end of the movie. Stayed on to help out with, shipbuilding and all of that other fun stuff,
Mhm.
and then stayed around to promote the movie. And we got the notice that Ken passed away last Wednesday when we sat down to record this.
Yep.
So we were not in any condition to record. Uh,
Not at all.
yeah, I honestly will remember exactly that moment because it was the moment I wanted to hit record, and then you're like, "Fuck," and I'm like, "Oh,
Yep.
okay." Uh, so uh, good night, sir. I hope you're well and at peace wherever you are, and yeah,
Yeah.
good night, Ken. But let's end on a happy note.
Yeah.
Let's do something. You brought up a good idea before we started recording. I like it, and let's try
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, we're doing a lot more this year. We're releasing a lot more. We're want to
Yeah.
be more interactive. We're going to do things ourselves,
Yep.
and we wanted to hear from our audience too about the things that you've done. So we're doing the Smodcastle 37-hour challenge, but it's not certainly the first time anything like this has been done.
Right.
So we wanted to hear from the audience. Has anybody ever done or competed in a 24, 37, 48-hour film festival kind of a thing before? And how'd it go? Tell us your story. Tell us your experience, challenges you came across, or things you found easier than you expected. Um, we'll look through the stories and the options, and hell, even better, if you have it, post a link to it,
Yeah.
and we'll go ahead and share the your short with our audience, and even have you on as a guest in a future episode.
And to do that, go to
Mhm.
facebook.com/BDF. Find this episode's post if you're not listening from there anyway, and leave a comment in the bottom. Like as Logan said,
Yeah.
tell us all about where your film is,
Yep.
what your experience was, put a link to your film. We will randomly pick whoever we choose out of that list, and they'll
Hmm.
get a big damn shirt, big damn hat. And again, we'll be sharing their content out and putting it in a post to play and even boosting the post to make sure everybody of the Big Damn Film audience has a chance
Mhm.
to watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. We truly mean we want to hear and we want you to keep telling your big damn stories when we say it. And most of you may have stories that have already happened. And you know what? We want to hear those stories too. So looking forward to it.
Um, and speaking of telling those stories, Logan, you also had
Hmm.
another brilliant idea. As we're going along this Smodcastle 37-hour challenge,
Hmm.
we're going to be documenting every piece of it. We're
Yes.
going to be sharing everything up
Hmm.
until, if we get selected. Um, the first people that will hear that will be our Patreon community.
Yes.
So if you, for as little as $3, cheaper than a fucking cup of Starbucks, and I should know because I
That's
bought
true.
some on Friday or
Yeah.
Wednesday. You can help Big Damn Films, and you can see all of this content early. We're
Hmm.
going to post that stuff a week in advance,
Yep.
and then it'll be up on our YouTube channel and other outlets.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
There'll be some brainstorming conversations and sessions. And when we get a little bit closer, seeing what the weather is and we're going to be indoors or outdoors or who can we kind of wrangle for that time, lots of different kind of stuff leading up to it. And you know, then during the event, we'll keep the cameras rolling as much as we can and give you the backstory and the behind the scenes and the ease or the stress or whatever of it.
yeah, um, I'm excited. I mean, if
Yeah.
this is, uh, I've been part of helping other people in their 48-hour film festivals before.
Hmm.
We tried to get uh, Velma vs. The Walking Dead filmed, which would have been the same type of thing
True. That would have been, yeah.
because it was just a 1 day shoot. We could have
Hmm.
got it. That being said, technically there is an edit out there somewhere of it that's just a trailer,
Hmm.
but this will be the first time doing beginning to end
Yeah.
us being in charge of and responsible for a
Hmm.
37-hour film festival.
Yeah.
Um, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
It'll
see.
be exciting. I've done a 24-hour theater one back kind of high school, college time, but that was kind
What
of
the
just,
fuck is that?
well, you would, so it's 24
Hold on.
hours.
I would like to go back to like you have this weird fucking thing about 24 hours, whether it's like
We
running
do.
or like
Yeah. Well, most of the time now the running is 48 hours. So I
right.
know, yeah, yeah, I'll be
So now
running longer
I
than
know
that.
that you could stay up through the whole 37
Oh,
hour film
easy.
challenge.
Not even a question. Um, but yeah, no, so that was a 24-hour, I forget what they called it, but and it was in that kind of, college time, early college. And you'd have a 24-hour timer. You would start, you would write it, you would rehearse it, and then it would be time. So it would be like 6 p.m. from one day to 6 p.m. the next day, and then 4 to 6 at the end of that time was like the actual performance of it. So each of
Got it.
your teams would get up and kind of do the performance you would rehearsed.
Got it.
So it was all just
Okay.
theater as opposed to film.
Well, I mean, it's essentially the same thing. Like you're writing,
Yeah.
directing, producing. The only
Yep.
thing you didn't do is film it.
We didn't. Yeah. So no filming, no editing, no foley,
Right.
no special effects, no music, no stuff like that, unless you brought an instrument into the performance. But yeah,
Um, you also brought up doing this as one take. I'm the
there are
for our
lots of
37
options.
hour film
Yeah.
festival.
So
Yeah.
so there are lots of ways to do it. Some of it depends on weather. Some of it depends on how we want to do it. Do we,
Yeah.
have a bunch of people who reach out to us and be like, "Hey, I'm an actor. I'd do this with you," or is it just us? And do one
The
of us or both of us have to film, write, direct, be on the screen, do everything?
the
Well,
better part is like who's willing to come to Jersey? Like
who's willing to come to Jersey or meet in the middle at Maryland? Or hell,
yeah.
what's the topic we even choose? Do we need to go to a beach in March and go somewhere in Delaware? I mean, we can, I think, brainstorm a lot of different options and a lot of different ideas of what we think is going to help make it stand out
Yeah.
without necessarily doing any of the work or again knowing the components of the contest that they're going to give to us last minute.
Yeah, those four critical pieces
Yep.
to
Yep.
the name of a character, the prop we have to show,
Right.
the time limit we have,
Hmm.
and the line of dialogue from a Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And keeping in mind that we've got to do all this and edit too, and there is just quite frankly, an amount of time it takes to render something, and you can't speed that up. That is what it is. So making sure we have the time that we need to just do the render among everything
Right.
else. And you take something like an Insta360, and maybe it's a one take chase scene or something like that, or a car chase, or a running chase, or a something, and you just use the built-in ability to manipulate the world to do, okay, I'm going to take this same thing and just, here's the front and here's the back and here's whatever, and it all just becomes kind of one frenetic take.
Yeah.
So lots of different ways to do it, because we could do it that way, like you had mentioned. You can do a very standard, tried and true structure of intro, act 1, act 2, climax, conclusion.
And we all love a climax and a conclusion.
Especially a climax and a conclusion. Because if not, you're left hanging.
Of course. All right, so there you have it. That's
Yeah.
the very first episode of the Big Damn Podcast for 2025. Again, a huge shout out every episode to DJ Zafer, Noah Summer,
And
for
we also
our
want to
intro
thank,
and outro.
yeah, absolutely. And as always, thank our Patreon supporters, Lauren Budd and Bill Firo, for supporting our growing little company.
Those
And
two douchebags, Mike and Logan, who
yeah,
contribute every year.
who we do, gotta pay our own taxes to get it all right back.
Well, it's also, for me, it's like I'm not going to ask anybody to,
Yeah.
pay for something we're not willing to pay for.
And it's not like we're not going to put money into our own company, and it's nice to see what it looks like from the other side too. Even if,
Yeah.
like, when I do a conference, I'll always have a participant up as well as the administrator, just so I see what the other people are seeing. So that works that way.
Yeah.
But make sure to subscribe, follow on all the social media platforms, and stay tuned for even more behind the scenes and sneak peeks of what we're doing next here at Big Damn Films.
And if you're a Patreon subscriber, you get to listen to this unedited. If you're
Mm-hmm.
not a Patreon subscriber, thanks for listening. And as always, keep telling your big damn story.